Hello everyone, it's Vicki here today and I am designing for Bramble Fox. I'm using something out of the October Fox box and also the little leaves and acorns which are available separately in the store. I'm also using this fantastic stencil. I'll link up which one it is below because I can't remember the number of it off the top of my head. So I'm just looking through an old hip kit that I have from last year and I'm looking at some of the Maggie Holmes Marigold collection. And I'm just picking out here some papers that I think I might use. I usually cut this little bit from my process videos, but I thought you might just like to see me going through and deciding what I want to do. And I don't use all of these pieces, just some of them. So yeah, it's just just trying to find what might work for me. And I'm sort of at the moment not sure really what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking about putting a strip of paper across the page possibly. But yeah, it's just my thought process going on at the moment. The photo I have is of my new hedgehog house, which my husband bought me for my birthday. It's not actually my birthday yet, but he bought it because we saw it and I loved it and I wanted it. So yeah, that's me. I love hedgehogs. Who doesn't, right? And it's a shame actually because there was a hedgehog last year in the autumn pieces from Bramble Fox, but I already used him, so I can't use him again. So, but yeah, I wish I still had him. So I'm using the stencil with some distress inks, just regular distress inks, and I'm using here the one called Scattered Straw. And I wanted to match something in that will look nice with my photo, and I've got some sort of yellowy leaves and hay around my hedgehog house, and I just wanted to match that in. So I do put the stencil on the page and I use the ink through it twice. I'm just using like an old like a makeup brush to do the blending here, and then I flip the stencil over once I've done a couple and then do some more, just so that they're not all facing the same way, which might have been a bit odd, but that's the beauty of stencils. You can use both sides very easily. So I do 2 one way and then 3 the other way, and I'm sort of filling up a nice large chunk of my page. And a lot of this, to be fair, gets covered over, but that's okay. It's sort of a subtle background detail. So there we go. There's my photo now, exactly where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to add in some extra little leaves in a brown colour, and this is called Gathered Twigs, which is pretty appropriate, I think, for this layout, for this photo anyway. So that's just a few of those going around. Again, actually, I think you can only see a couple of those once the all the pieces are on, but I like the effect that gives to just add that brown in with the yellow. Okay. I love using stencils. I think they're a fantastic way to add texture to your background. So everything's all cleaned up now, and I'm going to start to assemble the pieces that I have here and try and decide what to do with them. I also want to use some little sort of fussy cut pieces on here, and I settle upon this little deer to start with because I think, okay, yeah, it's all wildlife related. So this is not a hedgehog, but there's a possibility there could be a deer in my garden. There has been before. So the deer's come to look at the hoghouse. I know, I'm crazy. We all know it already. So there's the deer. He's come to see my hoghouse. And what am I going to get next? So I'm going to layer up the photo next. And although this is going to be fairly monotone, this layer, I did want to add in a little bit of the blue around the photo just to distinguish it for the rest of the layout, because I felt if I just put it on the page it would blend too much with what was on the background because it's all very similar colours. So that's why I've got blue in there. I'm going to cut out some flowers and just skip through that part so you don't have to watch me cutting. Just a few pieces of those, and they'll all tuck under, and I think that looks really nice against the yellows and browns that I already have, or the golds and browns, I guess. That circular piece is from the Fox box, and it says Hello Autumn. And it's got a little pumpkin on, and I really like it. I think it's pretty cute, and it goes well with all the little acorns and the little leaves that are in the collection as well. I think about putting a house on as it's a hog house, and then realise that's ridiculous because hedgehogs wouldn't live in an actual house like ours. These are the things that go through my head when I'm scrapping. It's an insight into my world. So I just add a piece of this paper here to the back of the blue. Again, just a bit of extra texture in there because I'm going to distress the edges. Just give it some detail. You don't see much of these, but they look, you know, they just distinguish the photo from the background. Okay, and then I think, okay, I need another critter here. I'm going to put an owl in. And again, there are owls around here. I hear them when I'm in bed, so I know they are. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Just to explain, in case you don't know, I live quite rurally. I live in the countryside, and we have a field and a wildlife pond as well. And we see all sorts of animals here. So, you know, anything you can think of that roams around the English countryside, I've seen it here. And it's wonderful. I feel so lucky. Anyway, back to the layout. So I've got these gold puffy stickers, which are also from Maggie Holmes' Marigold collection. And I'm going to start to use those in here as well. And as I said before, it's fairly monotone, so everything sort of matches together here in those tones, except for the little pop of blue around the photo, which I think really adds some extra interest. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to arrange all these little bits and pieces. I do feel that the deer is a bit strange. It looks like he's just turned around looking at his tail. I'm not sure why, but funny, cute though. See, I'm still moving around. You can see how many times I change my mind before I settle on what I want. It's crazy. And this was quite a quick layout, actually. I think it only took me 45 minutes. So I was Speedy Gonzales for this. So I'm going to stick down all my little pieces, my perspectives, and I'm using Scotch tacky glue there in a fine liner bottle. And I find that sticks them really, really well. I put some foam behind the photo. I don't know if I've done that yet. I think I have. And I've put a bit of foam behind that perspective, the circular piece, just to pop it up. And now I'm just sticking down all the other perspectives that are there. I'd separated the acorns from the little stalk that they were on because I wanted to put them on separately. So that's why they're all loose. What am I doing now? Who knows? I've disappeared. Now I'm back. Okay, so I've got two alphas here. One is from Pink Fresh Days of Splendour. That's this one. And then the other one is from Pink Fresh The Best Day, which is their latest, because I wanted to add the gold and the black as a combination because I have the black in the outline on the white flowers. So I wanted to just add a bit of black detail in to go with that. And also there's a very dark area at the top of the photo which almost looks black. So I thought it would draw that out as well. So my title is going to be Hoghouse Love. And it sums me up really. I'm a crazy hedgehog lover. And I'm not ashamed. Anyway, there we go. I think that is it. That's the final layout. Oh no, I just stick my deer in. He had to go in. I was worried he wasn't going to make it, but he did. And yeah, there's the final layout. I hope you like it. I hope you're inspired by it. And I will link up the perspectives that I've used in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Vicki for Bramble Fox. Bye bye.